Hello and welcome back to an all-new episode of Caregivers Community. I'm Danielle. Today's topic is going to be about cancer chemo must-haves for IV treatment chemo. This is what you're going to be packing while you're going to these treatments and when you're going to be at these appointments. You are going to first off want to start with loose clothing such as loungewear, pajamas, loose sweaters, yoga pants. Those are all the necessary things that you need to have while you're going through the chemotherapy treatment. You're also going to want to pack a couple winter hats because it will be cold in the treatment center wherever you go, whether it be a hospital or a different center, to have these IV treatments done for you. You're also going to want to have thick socks, and if you can, pack slippers. If you don't have thick socks, layer up on socks because you're going to lose the most heat from your head to your feet. And you're also going to want to pack a really thick, warm, soft blanket. So while you're going through these treatments, you will be snuggled up and warm, kind of in a cocoon of warmthness, because it's going to be a long day, and usually hospitals and cancer IV treatment centers usually keep their environments really cold, and that's because they're trying to kill or stabilize or sanitize their environment to keep it as cold as possible so they don't create any diseases, so they don't make you sick. They're trying to prevent you from getting sick, so their environments are really clean, cleansly, and cold. So you're going to want to do that. You're also going to want to bring things to entertain you because you're there for either, it could be a 4-hour to an 8-hour day getting this treatment done. So you're going to want to also prepare yourself and bring books, coloring books, a laptop, maybe some movies, maybe a series that you can watch on DVD, and you're going to want to bring canceling headphones, or even headphones that you can watch the shows and the movies on, because you don't want to bother anybody else while they're going through their cancer treatment, and you can also watch your shows very quietly but also be entertained at the same time. And you're also gonna, if you want to listen to music too, you're also gonna want to bring those headphones and either a phone or a laptop to listen to the music on. You're also gonna want to bring for your loved one maybe an eye mask that can block out the lights because they might want to take a nap. So if they have an eye mask, it will be easier for them to sleep. As far as snacks go, you're going to want to bring at least the blandest snacks that you can find. Whether it be crackers, pretzels, something that's really bland and doesn't taste too overwhelming. Lunch, if you want to pack lunch, make sure that the sandwiches that you pack are really light and are not heavy on the stomach. Bring gravel because gravel will help with either the anxiety that they're experiencing that's making them nauseous, or the chemo that's making them nauseous. So you're going to want to bring gravel as well. Now, all of these things are not necessarily needed, such as like the laptop, the music, the phone. You can sit with each other. You don't have to bring books. You can sit with each other and just spend time with each other and talk. That's always welcome there, as long as you're doing it at quiet pace and talking normally and not speaking too loudly. You are always welcome to talk. You don't want to disturb anybody else while they're going through their cancer treatment, because there will be a room filled with people that are going through their cancer treatments and are with their loved ones. So you want to make sure that you can do things and bring things that will not disturb anybody. the way that you're going to want to bring these stuff to the cancer treatment, either the hospital or facility, you're going to want to bring them in either a backpack, a suitcase, a carry-on, a gym bag, a weekend bag, something that is easy for you to carry to bring to the cancer treatment center, so you can unpack it and repack it so you can bring it home to bring to the treatment maybe the following day or the following week, depending on how the treatment is being given to your loved one. But all of these things are important because they keep your loved one warm, safe, and fed, and entertained. And those are all the things that you're going to need while going through this cancer treatment, because they are long days. They are up to 4 to 8 hour days that you're going to be with this person, your loved one, and the treatment that they are going to be getting. There are volunteers, and usually sometimes volunteers will, depending on what hospital you're in, depending on where you're getting your cancer treatment, sometimes there will be volunteers, and sometimes they will make blankets for the person going through the cancer treatment that they can bring back home and constantly bring to their cancer treatments. There are also volunteers that if the person gets sick, sometimes, cold, and the blanket's not working and they need more blankets, sometimes they have heated blankets that they will put on top of the person if they need that extra heat, because that does happen. It just depends on how cold that day is. In the summertime, it's the same thing, so it's going to feel like the same thing. Sometimes you can get really cold, but wear things that are like loungewear still, wear things that are very light sweaters, wear yoga pants, wear things that are loose fitting, because they're going to have an IV put inside of their arm, and it's going to sit there for 4 to 8 hours. So you're going to want to make sure that the person is as comfortable as possible, because they are going to be in a laying position. And it's going to be a very, very long day. And when you get home, you're going to find that your loved one is going to be very tired. And that's okay. Let them sleep. But make sure if they do need to go to the bathroom or anywhere else, just help them out back and forth, because cancer treatment makes you very weak and very tired. And you want to make sure that the person that you love is getting back and forth to wherever they need to be safely, so they don't fall and hurt themselves. Because that's the last thing that, one of the things that your doctor is going to tell you is that when you are going through your cancer treatments, you cannot fall. Falling is very dangerous. It can lead to anything bad happening to you, whether it be a concussion or a cut or a scrape. You do not want those things to happen to you or your loved one as they're going through this cancer treatment. You also want to make sure that if you are feeding them food, make sure that it is small portions of food when they get back from the cancer treatment. Make sure that it is light food. And by light food, I mean things that are not heavy on their stomach. So feeding them a lot of rice, and a lot of rice-based food helps. Feeding them a lot of things that are not heavy, like soup, helps, because they are going to be so exhausted, and regardless however the cancer treatment like side effects are, you don't really know. Somebody could have extreme side effects, somebody could have really low side effects, but you just want to be careful that the person that you love and you're feeding have the proper nutrition, but also aren't feeling too heavy on the stomach and don't feel the pressure to eat everything. So make sure that you're making small portions, and make sure that they are comfortable at home. Make sure that they're comfortable at home, and make sure that they, excuse me about that, I didn't mean for that to happen, just a little bit of gas. just make sure that they are comfortable at home, and make sure that you are keeping an eye on them, but not too much of an eye. Just let them sleep. Serve them their food so they don't have to get out of bed, because it's hard enough for them to walk back and forth to the bathroom. And just make sure that when you do have your must-haves for your cancer treatment appointments, just make sure that they're in a bag, either close to the door so you can leave with it, just throw it on top of your shoulder or wheel it out of your home, just somewhere where you can find it fast enough so you're ready every single morning to get in and out properly to the appointment, because you never ever want to leave them without their blankets, their hats, their slippers, everything that they need to get through it needs to be in that bag, and you need to make sure that you are constantly bringing it to that appointment, because you want them to be as warm as possible. So that's my little advice that I am giving you. These are things that I've learned throughout my cancer journey with my mom, and these are things that we were told to bring to the IV chemo sessions from her doctors. And you can also Google them, write them down. If you find anything that I have missed, you can always ask your doctor for more advice on what to bring to the IV treatment cancer chemo sessions, because I might have missed something that I just forgot that was on the list, or may not have said is needed. So just always make sure that you ask your doctor what you should also bring, but these are really important things that you should bring to the chemo sessions. These are my must-haves. These are most people's must-haves. This was given to me by the doctor's advice to bring, and this is what I've experienced when I went to chemo sessions with my mom. So this is the video today. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you all learned something about IV cancer treatments and what to pack and the must-haves of the appointments, and I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you take away something. And if you are ever put in this situation, here is your toolbox. Feel free to use it, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, for just participating in my channel in general. I appreciate hearing from all different kinds of caregivers, whether they're paid or unpaid, whether they're a spouse, a sibling, a parent, a child. I love to hear from all of you. Thank you so much for participating in my channel. Thank you so much for giving me inspiration, for inspiring me to keep going, inspiring me to keep making videos like these, and for all the love that you're giving my channel, because I just want to be here to help all of you, hopefully lend you some of my own personal advice and personal experiences to help you get through your journey, whatever journey that may look like, whatever experience you may be going through, whether that be cancer or dementia, or just dealing with, or just taking care of somebody with extreme chronic pain. I just want you to know that I am here for you, and I have experienced all of those things on very different levels, and I am here for you, and I will comment on the comments that you leave me, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. I appreciate all the love and the kindness, and I appreciate that our channel has kept its love and kindness, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you again. Bye for now.